I was on my study abroad year 2007. I started off my study abroad by going to Brazil. Before traveling, did you know about exchange rates? Did you know that our dollar was weaker or stronger in other countries?
Before, yes, yes.
I don't really think I knew to the extent of like how it would affect me. So in 2007, our dollar was basically 2 times as much as the Brazilian dollar. So when I did my first 6 weeks of study abroad in Brazil, I felt like I was using play money almost. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a steak dinner. It's like what, $10? Then we fly. My next destination was London, the UK. Our dollar was half. So I went from a place where it was 2 times as strong to it only being worth 50 cents basically. And I did not know how. It was so hard.
Dang, sell anybody for ramen noodles?
I ate at Subway and Burger King a lot just because I could count on the meals being cheap. But for whatever reason, I still like ran out of money. And so like the very last day of the trip, I knew I didn't have any money in my bank account. And so I purposely took out more than I had to overdraw just so I could have like $200 to hold me over till school started so I could get my refund check. Like, why didn't I ask my parents for money? I have no idea. I was like so broke. That was probably the worst travel experience I had, but it was just like a cumulative thing of poor money management.
How does it feel to know that all my travel nightmares and like my horrible travel moments are with you? Not saying because of you.
Of course, because we traveled together. You didn't really travel that much before me.
Lies.
Flights wise.
Again, I said travel wise. I was on plenty. I did plenty of traveling. And I think about this. I was on 32-hour car rides.
That sounds like a nightmare.
And yet I'm like,
how do you feel about me taking my last dollars out in London?
I ain't talking about that. What you talking about?
The fact that I still remember that ATM, it was an HSBC ATM.
What kind of amazing world did you live in that you think people are going, like myself, is going to hear about an overdraft story? Like, oh my God, this one time I overdraft. What? And listen.
No, but it was like I overdrafted and knew that I wasn't going to have money for weeks. Weeks.
Again, that's listen, I got news for you. Dealing with a broke boy. There's been times where I had Chase and neighbors call me. There was a point in time where I wrote bag checks to both of them. Like listen, I don't owe them no money now. I knew that there were points where I knew that I was getting paid.
I just don't understand why I didn't ask my parents.
Hell, I was overdrafted when I was with you.
When we met.
No,
okay, that's not part of this.
Okay, I don't care, but I was with you. I was just saying, there was a point in time where I literally was just like, dang.
No, but I've never put myself in that situation where it was like, I'm about to be broke. Like, brokety broke.
Again, that's because y'all were rich.
It just didn't make, it was just so dumb.
Listen, I've done.
What have you done?
I've learned to. Can you stop smacking me with your hair?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go blind.
Did I hit you for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there's a whelp that's gonna start to show up in the morning.
Well, I'm glad I got that off my chest.
The world knows that you were broke for once and you did not like it. Shavita does not co-sign being broke. It is the pits. Don't go broke, people. That's a campaign for Shavita. Just put an ad. If we do this, we'll put an ad.
One time I was broke.
Shavita, broke, not good.
Not like it.
I'm gonna those photos that you did from the photo shoot. That was you walking in the hallway.
It's true.
No, but
one time I was really, really broke, and I did not.
Just say no to broke.
It's true.
I was broke before. I highly recommend it. If you could not be broke, you can. Yeah.
I think I was like the only broke person though out of my whole trip.
I withdrew more money than I had because I was gonna be broke.
But in London, like I was in a whole other country.
And you find that such a thrill. People are like, man, look, that's my survival. Listen, that's for me everything.
Oh God. Well,
dang.
I am glad I got that off my chest. I think about that sometimes.
That you were broke one time. That's so fucking.
No, it's not that I've been broke other times. That's not the takeaway.
What time?
It was a travel, like,
I can imagine you.
if you're going on a study abroad, anybody that's going on a study abroad, take heed to what I'm saying. Manage your money wisely. That was very traumatic for me, so yeah.
She was 3 days from selling her body. Why? Because she ain't asking her parents, can you send me $50? I like
made no
I like the
sense.
fact that you were balling out in Brazil.
I was the definition of balling in Brazil.
Then went to London and was
I was like, more porridge.
more porridge, sir. Please, more porridge. Help me, I'm poor. Like the thing about it, I remember being at Southern, looking at the menu, you know what I'm saying, counting the change I have in my pocket, trying to figure out, man,
Well, that's how I was in London.
should I have the soda? Should I get the soda from McDonald's or should I get the bottle? Because which one it is? And then I was like, oh man, I thought I was a genius. I go to McDonald's, get the 64-ounce soda with no ice, because that's a cheat code. And I remember thinking like, damn, this is broke, because I've never had to do that with euros. And I'm like, wow. But here's that's such a flex, broke. It's because you were broke, but you were broke in London. So, which, you know what I'm saying? If
It
somebody
doesn't
talks,
feel like it was a flex.
I mean, listen.
Oh, that actual trip was making
I
me
mean,
think. It was a lot of
you were
missteps.
broke. You were broke with a passport stamp, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like those things, like you got Jordans and you ain't got no passport.
The fact that
And
I
you
went
had
to Monaco during that summer, like one of the richest places on the earth, and then I somehow went back to Paris. To
I like that
London
people.
broke.
I hate when people say that on the earth, or on Earth. It's like, man, listen, man, we don't know what the currency exchange rate is on Mars. So yeah, let's be very specific on Earth.
So
world.
So what do I say? It was just one of the richest places. That's what I just say.
I mean, I think so.
It was one of the richest places.
Ever.
Like, you have to pay to go into their casino. That was a very interesting summer. I was in Rio. I was in Paraty, Brazil. I was in Sao Paulo.
All these flexes, and you ain't got a dollar to do in there.
This is broke.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's a son, it's a flex. I was in Patachino.
I said Paraty.
I had Paraty. I was in Brazil. I was in Mexico. I was in London. All these McDonald's.
Oh, I did go to McDonald's a lot in Brazil, just because it was right around the corner from our apartment.
Just imagine the idea of did you cruise plane ticket? How did you end up in this place? This is where y'all were doing a little.
It was a study abroad.
Study abroad. You went abroad to learn about the cultures, and the only thing you did was to play Brazilian, Brazilian Monopoly.
I ate
McDonald's Monopoly.
I ate Brazilian food too, but at this McDonald's they had ice cream that had chocolate and vanilla, and so I would just go get there and get an ice cream. That was it for 50 cents. I would say
So you
un casquinha misto. That's one mixed ice cream.
Did you just become a Russian spy?
There's so many random things in my life. Just imagine me walking out of my
What language? What was it?
That was Portuguese.
Portuguese. You still speak Portuguese? Or you just random?
That's the one thing I remember. The things that I would order.